I'm Rob Worsberg. I'm a second year here at Booth, majoring in finance and accounting.
I wanted to ask you what your favorite class or professor has been during your time here.
Sure. Right now I'm taking commercializing innovation with Scott Meadow, which is by far my favorite class. I think that's one of the things at Booth is whatever quarter you're in, you tend to think there's one class that really stands out and that just sort of becomes your favorite class. But this one is great. It's really looking at new ideas for a business and thinking, number one, is it commercially viable? How do we think about the business plan to an extent, but more, how are we going to roll this business out? And, are the financial hurdles that we're hitting, are they hitting at a level where it makes sense to do this business? For me, going into banking, as well as thinking about entrepreneurship, maybe down the line, I find the course to be really, really applicable.
I'm the second year here at Booth, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I think my favorite class was micro. I took it with Not a Wendigo last winter, and it was great. I felt like every day he was challenging us, and I wasn't quite sure what was going on, and then I would kind of go over everything and come back, and I'm like, okay, I do get it. Every week, it was just great. I would recommended him to all the freshers that I met on my random walk. He's awesome.
My name's John Taplet. I'm originally from New York, and prior to business school, I had been in the United States Navy. So my favorite class would probably be the Steve Kaplan's private equity class. Really enjoyed it, really learned a lot about valuation and a lot of different investment philosophies.
I'm Guzman. I am part of the class of 2013. I'm originally from New Jersey, but I lived in New York for 8 years before coming to Booth. So my favorite class so far has been New Venture Strategy with Professor Schrager. I'm sure you will hear that from a lot of people. He has a very non-conventional way of teaching, as in he doesn't really use PowerPoint or any slides or anything of that nature. However, because he has such vast experiences, he just tells stories from the heart and he just tells it like it is. In addition to that, he also likes to use the Socratic method, so he's a JD MBA alum from New Chicago, so he keeps you on your toes during the entire time. And he makes sure that everyone participates, and it's great because Booth is such a diverse place that having all these different people and different perspectives approach a case is just a phenomenal experience.
Darmiti. I'm a second year from California. Building New Venture, it's an entrepreneurship class. It's a lot of fun. We basically take a business from inception through its first 18 months in a kind of a simulation throughout the quarter. So it's a lot of fun.
Great, and who teaches that?
Craig Wortman and Waverly Deutsch.
My name is Musa Bizuna, and I am a 2013 student at Chicago Booth. Originally from Ethiopia, and coming in most recently from Los Angeles, California. My favorite class this quarter is Business Statistics with Professor Bester. And the reason it's one of my favorites is because he actually thinks about the intuition of statistics rather than the formulas that a lot of people think about.
I'm a second year here at Booth, and I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia. My favorite class so far is Taxes and Business Strategy with Merle Erickson. I know nothing about taxes, and it has just been a really insightful class to learn how to do effective tax planning. It's not tax evasion.